in our areas and showing them what it means to be a nurse, like helping out and communicating and being passionate about what you do.
Everybody come on in.
First of all, welcome back. I know, or welcome here because of the BSN students you just started and anyone else we have coming back from the semesters. And again, first semester, thank you guys for being here. A little bit about myself. My name is Krishana. I am the president of the SNA, and it is my third semester. Woo, yeah. I'm loving it. I've loved every semester so far. Before we start, does anyone have questions about like the SNA organization in itself? Okay, good. So we have a national membership of the SNA. It'll be on the website. It'll be nsna.org. It's, I want to say, $35. So it's a $35 application, and you're inducted into the National Student Nurses Association. So I get newsletters, I get any updates from the world of nursing itself. They send me emails all the time about new practices coming up, and it is an amazing thing to know. If you talk to some of the nurses that are actually practicing and working, they will tell you about the SNA as well. They'll tell you about now, and then now it's not the Student Nurses Association, now it's the Nurses Association. They're still a part of it, just the working version instead of the student version.
A lot of the emails we get are also about scholarships.
Very. So the student area, they help out with scholarships. They'll send me emails about what requirements are for scholarships. Yes.
Is it a one-time fee or do you have to do it every year?
I believe it's
a
yearly fee.
It's an annual fee of $35. If there's anybody here, by the way, I'm James, most of you know me, I'm vice president. They have scholarships available through our local chapter here. We do have some scholarships available. If there's someone that just the $35 is not available to them, we can try to help them out with that. So, go ahead, keep going.
If I'm not mistaken, can you sign up for 2 years?
You can, and I believe it's $75.
Yeah, I think there's a break if you can sign up for 2 years.
Or
it's
7
$70.
cents.
And you might want to do that because as a nurse, it's $150, $200.
Yeah.
So you can carry every year at the university. And then
Yeah.
you're a member also of the American Nurse Association, as well as the Florida Nurse Association.
Okay, we got more room over here. If some of you want to come this way so we can get people out of the doorway so they can see. Welcome, come on in.
I don't invite you guys to go front.
Did Jackie come in?
Hi, Jackie. Thank you for your email. Jackie is a new member. She actually did enroll. If you have any
Awesome.
questions, you probably can ask her, since she just recently did it.
One of the things, while she's writing this down, that we did last semester and did very well with, we had a bake sale. We raised over, what was it, $200 or $300?
I believe it was around $300.
About $300 off the bake sale, which allowed us to send all those supplies to Haiti that were donated. And it was a great opportunity for us to get some exposure by where we shipped them to and on a national level, because I went to the to the state convention, and myself and Julie, which I don't see her here today, we were delegates for our convention, and our goal is to increase our membership because we get certain points and you get state recognizations and everything, and we were competing against UCF and all these others, but they go by percentages. So it doesn't matter if we have the largest number. If we have a percentage increase, that's what gets us some state recognitions, and all of a sudden, hey, who's this Kaiser? All of a sudden, we're really starting to get recognized, and that's one of our other big goals, is to show that we're not just here to go to school quickly and go on. We can do things in the community as well.
How many Kaiser campuses are involved? 4.
There's 4.
And what?
With active
recognition do
SNA
you
memberships.
have?
With the recognition, there's good recognition. Right now, we're third on the totem pole of Kaiser. Melbourne and Tampa have more delegates we were able to have 4. We only sent 2 delegates last year. But this October is when they have it every October, and that's where we can increase. Hey, Julie, there's Julie. There was the other delegate that went with me. She's 3rd semester as well. I'm 2nd semester. And so we're really excited because we've got this leadership set up here for at least the next couple semesters, and I think it'll really help us get some things stabilized and going forward from here.
Speaking of fundraisers, we have an idea. We want to do a fundraiser. It can be a bake sale, it can be whatever you guys would feel. If anybody has suggestions, we can pitch those.
Get in here, Alex.
But the fundraiser that we have is for it's for MS. So we're raising awareness for multiple sclerosis. we have one of the gentlemen that helps out around here, his daughter is actually affected by it, and they went through a really rough time in their lives, and we stepped up and were able to help them. So now, I wanted to bring it to a little bit of a bigger level and tell everyone about what MS is and how bad it can actually be. And it affects almost anyone. She is 24 years old and having immune problems for days. Like she has a rough time.
Where's the sign-in sheet?
It's
It's
coming
going
around,
around.
and we've asked all people that this is your first meeting, please make sure you fill out an email and a phone number, so we can get you on the list and let you know of upcoming things as well.
So as far as fundraisers go, we've had a lot of good turnout with bake sales, but it does not have to be limited to that. We're always looking for new ideas. We can do things out in the community. We can do car washes, pet washes, whatever you want to do. 'Cause yeah, like dog washes.
Oh, yeah.
People don't wash their dogs as much, so you never know. Groomers are expensive, so students washing your dog. Who knows?
We're in the process right now.
For the
It's,
health fair, right?
well, which one?
The email, not the gentleman you were talking about.
Yeah. And down at La Jolla?
Yeah.
Yeah, in La Jolla, it's called Love and Hope in Action. It feeds all the homeless, well, a lot of the homeless people in Martin County. And it's right off of Solero Road, close to the Martin South Hospital. And I've talked to the director there, and she's talked to the board. They're in the process of trying to work with Kaiser. We're wanting to see if we can do a health fair there, or we can do blood pressure screenings and sugar checks and things like that, where the logistics are still being worked out on that, but we're hoping to be able to do that in a month or so. We'd love to see us all, get a whole bunch of us to go down there and be able to feed them a meal, help out with the feeding, and then also do some health screenings and things like that. It'd be a great opportunity to expose ourselves to the southern part of our school district. Down where I live. I live south in Hobestown.
Did you have an idea of fundraisers that anyone else?
Well, we're doing two parts with this. We're doing, one is the health screening, but we also wanted to do either a walk or do some kind of fundraiser to raise money, to raise awareness to homeless shelters and to help out with like La Jolla and one in Port St. Lucie as well. I'd like to have it where we do it for both counties and maybe even Okeechobee if we can get one or Vero. But this one here is La Jolla. They're a nonprofit organization and they've done a really good job. I've worked with them about 3 years. Both my daughters, when they were in high school, they had to go there from their school and do community work there. It's a great facility, and they do a lot, and they're just a really small group, but they do well for Martin County, and we'd love to see that happen and make a partnership with them. So I'm gonna try to get them in here in 2 weeks to have their director come and just tell us a little bit about what they do, so that we can kind of decide if we wanna push forward with it or not, and that's why we need everybody here, because it's not just what me and her or the board members wanna do, it's what everybody thinks, hey, we wanna invest in that, or we don't wanna waste our time with that. So, that's about all, and they should be here hopefully in 2 weeks to give us a little more update on it.
I didn't know, what we were working on. This is homelessness, this topic. So I actually know the person who runs Care Bag. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that.
Mhm.
She actually created homeless portable showers for the homeless. And all the money that St. Lucie County and Martin County raise that goes to Care Bag, they have tons of fundraisers, they do so much work, and they all do it for nothing, no one's getting paid, just to make the lives of our local homeless better in any way, shape, or form. And sometimes just a meal, just a shower makes you feel more like a human being. So I could easily have her come in and talk to us
Okay.
as well.
Just send me information.
Okay.
Speaking of that, does anyone have any organizations or any causes that really hit home to you that you're thinking about running a fundraiser for, or wanting to do any type of health walk or anything like that? If you guys can't think of anything right now and you do end up thinking, like you're driving on 95 and you say, yeah, that really matters to me, and on those billboards, you can come up with the information, bring it, and send it to me, text me about it, we'll pitch it, and we can start working from there.
I don't know if everyone's familiar with Pamela, who passed away in December. She was a student here in the RadTech program, and she was a type 1 diabetic, and she passed away in her sleep. the day before finals in December. Her mother is suffering tremendously. Her mother's the one that found her. I did not find her. And within 2 weeks, her husband passed away from a broken heart. So this woman now has gone from 2 Social Security incomes to 1, and she has her house in St. Lucie West to support, her pets, all of Pamela's pets, and now Pamela's house, which will be in probate for a year. So that, for not just for me because she was my best friend, but she also went to school here, and nothing has been done for them. So if we could maybe talk about having a fundraiser for that family, that would be great.
Of course, yeah. That, I really like that idea, because like I said, with the MS, we were able to help out the gentleman who works here, so if we can keep it close, that's always a good thing. We can definitely pitch an idea for the fundraisers. We can help her out with some money, whatever she needs. We can cook food for her, whatever you feel like would be necessary, and help her out as much as possible.
One thing you said with doing an idea of a pet wash, I just thought of it with what she was saying, she has pets and stuff. If we did like a pet wash, not only would we take the donation, we'd take also a donation of pet food, supply stuff that we could maybe give to, whatever they don't
They have
need.
cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs, whatever they don't need, then we could give to the local shelter, animal shelters, whatever we couldn't do. We could kind of make it a dual purpose to help out not only financially, but help out with food and stuff for the pets and stuff, the pets.
That'd be great,
enormous.
even litter, yeah.
Yeah,
Cat litter.
so we can do
So
that as a
expensive,
car
and
wash,
they
it's
go
a
through
double
so
fund,
quickly.
it's a double fundraiser. We're raising money for us, but at the same time, we're collecting donations so that we could give that out. I think that'd be a great way of doing it, and I think a lot of people would support that.
Okay, that's something we can definitely set into work then. Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to poop on the party, but I think that handling people's dogs might be a liability risk for students. We don't know the dogs, we don't know their behavior.
Let me put it this way, we come up with ideas here, then we have to take them to Kaiser. They give
They'll
us
tell us
permission,
what's
yes or no,
okay,
or we can do this, we can't do that. So just because we're spitballing an idea right now, does not mean that it will get approved.
But
I
that
think
is
that-
definitely something to
But
think
that is a
about.
good
And
idea.
that, yeah, that feedback as well,
Yeah,
Yes,
that's also
yes.
what we're looking for, because that is something that, I don't really think about it, because like, if I see a dog, I'm like, oh, look, it's a dog, I just go right to it, but, some dogs don't get along with others.
Yes.
Yes.
Their name on it.
That's, okay, that is actually a really good point. We can,
Great idea, but it's just,
There is some liability with the dogs,
Just
that's why I got the
yeah.
scar on my face.
Yeah.
but also, you're, as a pet owner, you know your dog too. So I don't really believe that if my dog was skittish or nervous around new people, that I'd bring them to have somebody else
Oh, yeah,
wash
they will.
him. But you do never know, because people don't think, they're like, hey, look, a free dog wash.
But even if the dog wash doesn't work because of that liability,
We
we
can
can do a
still do
car wash.
donations.
car wash.
We do a car wash and bring a donated animal food supply or
Food
food
supply.
supply of any
Yeah.
kind. We can give it to the homeless shelter, or we can give it to the dog shelters, or to the different.
I don't know why I just thought of this, cause I'm trying to do pets but no liability. Maybe bring your pet for a photo with the Easter bunny, and then they can give a monetary and or a pet donation.
Like, do that here?
Yeah, because that's a way to bring the community to
Sure,
Kaiser.
we could get them to
Okay.
dress them up.
You get to be the Easter bunny.
Well,
Oh,
luckily though,
thanks.
she'll be in a big fat costume.
I kind of like that idea, just because I know of only like a couple places, like Pictures with Santa for pets, I believe only one place really did that,
Bass Pro
besides
Shops.
like, Bass Pro Shops. I don't even know if like pet stores do that, like the pet store and stuff like that. So I doubt they do it for like Easter bunnies, so that would be something that we could definitely
Or
bring
even
up.
bring your kids too, because
Yeah, get a
You
picture
know,
with
as
the
kids,
kid.
anybody, yeah.
Sure, we can say,
The
give
mall
$1 or
did the,
$2
dog
donation
food.
and have your child.
What's
Yeah.
Santa?
Come with dog.
Okay, those are some great ideas. He was just saying the mall did it with Santa, they did the dogs with Santa.
Oh, good.
But
I didn't know that.
Are you gonna email those pictures then, or are you going to print them?
Well, for
Just another
Halloween,
thought, 'cause I know there's a Polaroid thing, but they're real expensive.
Well,
at Halloween, they have the
Vistaprint has like
printouts.
69 cents for like for print, but you can get like 500 prints.
right,
for
but
like
then we
$8.
have the problem of trying to ship them to them. Can we just find a way we can digitally send it to them so that they do it? So that we're not having to go back. Yeah.
Or email.
We can put a little, take a picture
Yeah,
with
so
their
they can print
email
as many
on it
copies
and
as
then
they
just send it
want.
on.
Yeah, it would save expenses if we emailed it, but for the Halloween event here, I do know that they do pictures downstairs, and it's almost like a dot matrix picture that
Upload
comes
it to
out
the website.
downstairs.
Yeah.
And it's
Good.
really cute, and you take it home that night. So we could see if that costs a lot of money to do that.
I feel like as if that would cost more to do that, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
the pictures would have to cost more, so instead of doing like monetary donations versus
A charge.
I believe that, because if we have students volunteering, like the Easter Bunny, we're not paying someone to come be the Easter Bunny.
Right.
We could have James be the Easter
Delegate.
Bunny. I delegated. James is gonna be the Easter Bunny, so we have somebody to have pictures, and I'm sure someone here is good with a camera.
Or
So,
what you do is like, if you do the picture, you can say, bring a perishable item for your photo, or dog food, or something like that,
Yeah.
instead of a monetary gain.
Or
that's,
monetary.
yeah,
Or
it
money.
could be
One-
either, because some people don't
one
have
of the
time to go
other.
to the dog, like the pet store, and or some people don't have the, money to buy a $30 bag of food.
The sign-in sheet's
But we're
coming
gonna
around,
take
make sure you
somebody
get signed in
around.
on it.
That's for here. So we're gonna kind of focus that towards, for Pamela's family. So that's where the dog food and everything comes from. So we could do either like a small monetary donation or the pet food.
What day, can we decide what day we're gonna do a bake sale for this semester?
I was thinking around Valentine's Day, because we have also the raffle baskets that we kind of put together, like gift baskets for a couple semesters ago that we're not exactly sure. We still have them, they never got raffled, so we can do a bake sale with the gift baskets that can be raffled off.
The bake sale's on Thursdays.
That's
Do
good.
the bake sale?
Yes.
I think most of the.
Most of everyone's here on
Some people start at
Thursdays.
8, others start
Yeah.
at 9.
Yeah,
so-
our cohort's not here on Friday at all.
Do we wanna just push that and
Yeah.
start
So-
until we can get the flyers?
Is Valentine's Day on Thursday?
Yes.
So on Valentine's Day
Let's do it
will
on.
be the bake sale.
And it starts at 7:30?
If you're volunteering, be here at 7:30. The bake sale will open whenever we have most of our stuff there, so like 8, by 8 o'clock is when we wanna open up the bake sale.
If you have class, you just come after class and then.
You can, you can
Great.
stop by and like buy whenever you want during that time. If we can have it there set up by like 7 o'clock, that way you have, students that come in and are like, hey, I'm really early to class, but I can stop and buy this snack real fast. And speaking of which, we had, last semester, when we did our bake sale, it was a lot of cookies and pies and, like, what is it, pumpkin rolls?
Banana bread.
Banana bread, and that went over so well, but we also have a lot of gluten intolerance, so if we can do stuff that is like gluten-free as well, that would be really great, or like fresh fruits and vegetables, people are trying to eat healthier too, whatever we want.
I just know that, like the BSN, we're not here on Thursdays, we have clinicals.
We have clinicals on Thursdays.
So if we could bring something maybe on Wednesday night, I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
can bring it Wednesday, I have off Wednesday, so I can make it a point to come in the morning before, and whatever you guys wanna donate or bring in, I'll go ahead and take it.
We have clinicals on Thursday.
Because then third semester, third and first semester have clinicals Wednesday.
Yeah.
If you're in third semester, you can have a Friday off or you can have Wednesday.
So the
off.
BSN, they can just bake. That their involvement can be baking.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys want to bake, or if you guys are big bakers, you can buy something and bring it in, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be a set thing. Bring it in on Wednesday. I will come in at a certain time and pick it up, and then I'll bring everything.
I think they
Thursday
can put
morning.
it in the
They give it to him.
in the teachers lounge. Maybe we can ask them if we can have a table where we can put all that stuff for
Well, we have the
Thursday.
nursing room, but if it's something that you want to kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to keep
People might
fresh
need it too.
I have,
cakes.
I will be here on Wednesday before, cause I have classes on Wednesday, so I can be here and I can take care of anybody that brings stuff in, I'll make sure it gets back here for Thursday.
But if it's refrigerated, we might have to talk to somebody.
I've
Maybe
got-
a nutrition.
The teachers
I've got 2
lounge
fridges at my house and there's some here, I'm sure that we can find a way to do it. If need be, I can take it to my house, put it in the fridge or whatever.
Maybe the nutrition lab.
Nutrition might let us do
Yes,
refrigerated.
yes,
That's what we did before. Did we just have it on Wednesday?
The only problem with having it on Wednesday is, yes, there'd be like a lot of pre-rec students here, but nursing students make up the majority of our,
Has everybody
school.
signed in?
And for first semester is not here, third semester is not here, fourth semester could be here or could not be here. Thursdays kind of seems when the majority of people are on campus. If we feel as if we have, it depends, because we have third semester that has Monday, Wednesday, we have third semester that has Monday, Friday. I believe No, I believe, and then second semester could be Monday, Tuesday,
Monday, Tuesdays, we're in front of
and
you.
then first semester's on Wednesday.
In order to incorporate the BSN program, I know that the ASN, we have always had our meetings on Thursdays. I would propose we're gonna have to change that
Yes.
and maybe have every other meeting on a day that the BSN students will also be able to participate. And that will free up the fourth term people who can't come on Thursdays.
Maybe we can
Fourth
do-
term Thursdays?
Fourth term, I don't think is able to come.
They're
off of
Thursday, Friday,
Thursdays.
they're all.
So maybe we could do one on Thursday and then the other meeting could be
The
on
only
a
day
Friday
they're
or
in
on
is
a
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Nobody's here Friday.
Maybe a Tuesday and a Thursday.
BSN's here.
BSN's are on Friday.
I'm here every day.
The problem is third semester, like I have clinicals on Fridays, so I would not be able to make it until after 5. I'm good Tuesdays, I have classes
I
till
have,
3.
I have clinicals on Tuesdays, but I don't have one.
We're good for Tuesdays. We don't
Good
have-
for
Let's
Tuesdays.
let's do a one on Thursday and a one on Tuesday.
Every other week we could,
Yeah.
like one on Thursday and then one on Tuesday, that way we're incorporating the BSM students as well, and then,
Do you wanna do the 12th and the 14th, and then any baked goods that are left over from the 12th, you can also add to the 14th?
Make it constitutional.
for a bake sale, I'm talking about like meeting wise.
Oh,
so
I'm
that the
sorry.
BSM students- No, you're good.
I thought you were talking about
So that the
bake
BSM students can still attend the meeting.
Okay.
Are they gonna be the same meeting?
Yeah, I'll go over the same stuff, I'll go over the same stuff, so you don't have to attend both, you only have to attend one.
But we'll look at that later.
Does anyone have any questions or suggestions, or? In case you guys haven't added the Facebook page, this is where I post an update of whatever we went over today. And just in case you can't make a meeting, I will have an update from that meeting every time, right there. You just request to admit, and I will send you guys through. Just be professional here, because we do have instructors, we have people, this is where we want to get business done. If you guys have an idea, you can post it here, just not, keep it nice, keep it clean. We've had a little bit of a problem in the past, but it's okay.
And if you put your ideas on there, that helps us, instead of taking all the meeting time, having to try to go through all the ideas that everybody has. If you put it on there, we can start addressing those as soon as we come into the meeting.
As
We've
well
already
as
known
for
about
bake sales, we put what everyone's gonna bring, so I'll make a separate post in itself about, all right, bake sale on this day, we have, and then you comment what you're bringing, what you wanna do, whatever, if you can help out, whatever the case is.
All right. Any questions?
No, let's,
Anybody?
real fast, let's introduce the rest of our officers, I forgot to do that at the beginning of the meeting. Elena, go and stand up, honey, I'm sorry. See if you can get up. It's been a long day.
Hi guys, I'm Elanette. I'm third semester and I just want to welcome each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming and I hope that's not the only time we come, so I want to see you guys at every SNA meeting.
Yeah, this makes me really happy that there's so many. She's the recording
We'll
secretary.
take
by the way.
every other one. We'll be happy.
Okay,
Oh, before you go any further, all we ask of an SNA member is that you show up for at least, what is it, 2 meetings a semester?
2 meetings a
2 meetings
semester,
a
and you
semester.
participate
You
in one event.
participate in one event. That's the only requirement. So you don't have to show up for every SNA meeting.
Active member.
To be an active member.
To be an active member, yes. There's a lot of people that just stick their head in, that's fine. But 2 meetings a semester, and we do 2 a month. So you've got 8 opportunities to come to. We're asking you for 2 and 1 event. We usually do 4 or 5 of those. We're just asking you to help out with one.
And bake sales do count as events,
Yes.
by the way.
That's easy to maintain,
Even if
guys.
you just
Yep.
participate.
Okay, the rest of the
participate.
members, the rest of the office.
I'm Alexis, I'm the treasurer, and go hard.
Third semester. And then this semester.
Vanessa, hi, second semester, I'm corresponding secretary.
Does anybody have any questions, concerns, ideas, comments to make? No? I'm so sorry, what was it?
Valentine's Day.